Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere with her husband, Eustace Bay. But creepy stuff happens in nowhere. It's up to Courage to save his new home.
Stupid dog! You made me look bad.
The monster under the shed. It was a dark, blustery evening at the station. Sir Topham had to close the railway due to the account of the weather. The engines were waiting for the signal to go down so they could return to the sheds. Maybe one of us should tell a story to pass the time, Thomas suggested. The other engines looked pleased with Thomas's idea. I got the perfect story for tonight, said James with a sly grin. A long time ago, James began, there was a little blue engine who was always eager to help.
Blue engine,
Said the station master one night.
could you go to the other end of the line, pick up a coach, and take it back here?
Of course, the brave little idiot replied, and he set off into the moonlit night. But by the time the little blue engine reached the end of the tracks, the fog was so thick he could barely see a thing. I'll just have to wait till morning, he said. So he went off and settled himself into an old shed for the night. Later that night, the little blue engine awoke to a noise coming from below the shed. He opened his eyes and saw long fingers reaching him through the floorboards. There was a monster under the shed! Terrified, the little blue engine raced out of the shed, with the horrible engineer monster chasing after him, which his appearance was so hideous and ugly that the editor died trying to put him in this episode. Then what happens? Said Percy nervously. That's where the story ends, said James. No one ever heard from that little blue engine again. What about the monster? Asked Percy.
Don't be silly, Percy,
Said Gordon with a chuckle.
it's just a story.
What if the story is true? Said Percy nervously again. What if the engineering monster is still here tonight? Percy, come on. There's no such things as monsters. Gordon, Thomas, help! There is a monster in my shed! I'm the monster! I'm the monster! James laughed. It was him all along. He had been rattling some scrap metal behind the sheds to scare Percy. He was very embarrassed.
Don't worry, Percy.
Said Henry.
Sometimes good imaginations think of bad thoughts is all.
Later that night, a strange noise was coming from Thomas's shed. James, cut it out! Thomas yelled. But it wasn't James. He was fast asleep. Wait a minute. If it isn't James, maybe I do have a monster under my shed. It's probably waiting for me to go to sleep so it could. Thomas was too scared to finish the sentence. So he stayed up all night just to be safe. Thomas was awfully tired when he met Percy at the station the next morning. Did you hear any strange noises coming from your shed last night, Percy? Thomas asked. Not after James's silly prank, Percy replied happily. Now Thomas felt foolish for himself to stay up all night. By the middle of the day, Thomas was very sleepy and running far behind schedule.
You look like if you can use some special coal.
I'm just a little tired, Thomas replied. Then James came by with the express. What's the matter, Thomas? Monsters kept you up all night?